Hey guys, welcome back. Good to see you. I can't believe it. It has been 10 months since I started down the first steps of me taking a path towards a life of fitness. I ended up really getting fully committed just over 9 months ago. At the end of August, I clocked on the scale at about 238 pounds. I'm right at 180, 182 right now. And I've been here for about 2 months and I'm feeling great. But the first thing that I did to get started down that path was I got cleared medically to start running at the end of July. I had a weird surgery that kind of wiped me out for a few months. I had never really ran before. I ran my very first mile of adulthood without a high school athletics coach yelling at me in April of last year, and I didn't really get too much mileage going. But in July, I started being able to run, and I decided to make a commitment for August that I was going to step out and run 30 miles over the 30 days of August.
Guys, I did it. 5K is in the books. 41 minutes, 55 seconds. Pretty pleased with that.
Okay, so let's get started. This is actually the end of July right here, where I'm running 1.14 miles, 13.58 a mile. Let's go ahead and call that 14-minute miles, and I ran a grand total of 15 minutes. I think that was my first 15-minute run ever without a high school coach yelling at me. So that is the one that really motivated me to get rolling. I think I went out on the 31st and I decided to go out for a jog, but I intentionally tried to keep it low because I only wanted to run for 10 minutes. See what happens. I ran a 12-minute mile for 10 minutes and got 0.84. August 1st is where the real change started happening because that's when I decided that I was going to try to run 30 miles over the month of August. I ended up going out that day running 1.28 miles, 12:48 mile for 16 minutes. I kind of repeated that for the next few days. And then after 4 or 5 days of running in a row, I came over here and for the very first time I ran for 30 minutes. I made it 2.27 miles. I ran for 30 minutes and 25 seconds at 13:22-minute miles. That was the first time that I ever got rolling for 30 minutes, and that was really big. Unfortunately, what I did here is I burned myself out, and I wasn't stretching well enough, and I was trying to run every day. I wasn't taking any rest days, and my body's not used to all of that increase. So you see that over the next couple days, I didn't get back out there because I was sore and I wasn't feeling good. But after spending 4 days off, I decided that my next time out, I was going to run for 30 minutes again. And I wanted to make sure that I ran for 30 minutes. And I went out and did that. 13 minutes flat was pretty close for the mile. Not bad. 2.39. I'm certainly making progress. But what I did is I didn't stretch and I didn't take care of myself. And I kind of did too much all at once. And I spent some time not sticking with the program, but I didn't let it get to me. On the 17th, I come here, I ran my very first speed mile, trying to set a personal record at the mile. I ended up clocking 10 minutes and 55 seconds, which was down about 30 seconds, 45 seconds maybe from my original attempt. And then I carried on. I liked this 30-minute running thing. Right around here was when I started realizing that it takes my body about 7 minutes of running, maybe even 10 minutes of running, before I even really warm up. And so I needed to spend the first 10 minutes of my running thinking about that as me getting my body used to running so that I can get back out there and run again. Then I went on to accomplish a major goal here. Here on the 24th was my first 5K ever. It was really intimidating and exciting, and I have some really cool video of me before and after that, so I'm sure we're looking at that or have looked at that. If not, cue that now. And then over here is 2.88 miles. I'm trying to keep it going. I took a recovery day. That's a good thing. I'm learning. And I'm not trying to do 1 mile a day like I was in the beginning. I'm trying to do a little bit of running and take some time off and do a little bit of running and slowly build my mileage up. So what I've got here is did 2.88, 13 minutes, 19 seconds, almost 40 minutes on the road. And then over here is where I tried to run fast again. Uh, so, uh, so at the end of the day, I did 18 runs in my first month of running, and I got 31.8 miles. I accomplished my goal, and my average run time was 12 minutes and 27 seconds. That's not pretty, but it was a new thing, and I challenged things, and I feel good about what I did. 12 minutes and 27 seconds isn't pretty. And during all of that, I didn't have any heart rate tracking, but I'm sure my heart rate was through the roof. And over the next few months, my goal would be to kind of keep that up. And eventually, I would learn about some heart rate training. But what I did was miles on feet. So we'll talk about that more later. But that was a look back at my very first month of running, my very first speed mile, my very first 5K, and my first time to do 30 miles in 30 days. Now, here in a few weeks, I'm hoping to do 30 miles in 7 days. So things change fast, and that was only 9 months ago. I hope that you got something out of this. I certainly am. I've had a great time tracking all of this. I'm going to have a lot more updates as things come along. So if you're interested in this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll make sure to make a playlist of all my running videos, and we can talk about that specifically. Otherwise, you can check out some of my beard growth videos or weight loss videos, or my favorite musician, Mark Rebier, maybe some of my Dungeons and Dragons. Whatever you're into, I got it all. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys. Time to do this thing. No more excuses. Kind of crazy that I'm about to start running a 5K, but it's go time. I did this. Let's make it happen. All right, guys, I did it. 5K is in the books. 41 minutes, 55 seconds. Pretty pleased with that. 3.2 miles, and first time ever to run more than 3. I can't believe that only 4 or 5 weeks ago I was barely running a mile. It really piles on quick, and I'm 236 pounds as of today. So if I can do it, anyone can. I'm sure of it. See you soon.